I was born ready, motherfucker.
I'm gonna talk about Scream, the TV show. Now it's been ages since I watched it, and back then when Scream still had a Netflix deal. I mean the TV series, not the movies. And well, the first two seasons, they were kind of good. They tried to do something very different to the movies, which is why it took place in a totally different city, and the mask was different, and the guy who voices the killer was different. So everything different. The only resemblance it had to the movies was its tendency to reference other horror movies and pop culture, and well, discussing tropes while falling into the same tropes. But whatever. Not to give him too much into, but the villain from the first season was probably the best, and it kind of came recently to my attention that there is a third season, because I was under the belief that after the second season it got cancelled. Sadly, this is not the case, and so I sat down and pulled up one of those streaming sites in the internet and watched the third season of Scream. And first of all, I had a weird feeling because it featured literally none of the previously established characters. So I looked up the web, and well, the third season is a reboot, kind of. And first of all, reboots of horror movies are never good, and second of all, they named the third season Scream Resurrection. Now anybody who has some common sense knows that slapping the title of Resurrection onto a horror movie is never a good idea. It didn't work with Halloween. Halloween Resurrection is one of the worst movies, and I think the third Alien movie had also the title Resurrection behind it, either that or the fourth movie. But whatever. Now that I've seen the third season, I could have very well done without it, because the third season was terrible. Yes, not the first. Yes, it was terrible. Gladly, the third season just takes up 6 episodes, so, and each is 40 minutes. So couple that, and you wasted practically, well, whatever it is, you waste time of your life when you actually try to watch that piece of media. It only wastes up 240 minutes of your life, and I was wrong about it. Not the third Alien movie, but the fourth is called Resurrection, and we all know the fourth Alien movie is one of the worst, alongside Alien Covenant. But whatever, I'm getting off track. But this is me rambling, so whatever. This is my show. I can do whatever I want. Now, out of these 6 episodes, only the last 2 are really, well, they're not good, but they're better than the rest. I can say that. It's full of stuff that makes you angry. Stupid decisions, you know. It's one thing just because you acknowledge that something is stupid doesn't excuse when your characters do the same stupid stuff. It's a problem that many movies or TV shows have that are self-referential. They pretend to be above it, above those cliches or tropes, but then do the same fucking thing. And it's simply annoying. Just because you reference it doesn't make it cool, and it doesn't make it better when you actually then use that trope. Also, it has one of the most infuriating characters that gets to actually survive. There's only one character I wanted to see dead in a third season, and she survives the whole fucking thing. She's kinda, and I'm sorry, I hate when that happens. Who are you supposed to root for? I mean, I guess it's a bit that you root for the killer, but you also root for your main characters and their survival. But when they are all kind of meh and unlikable, it doesn't make your story better. But yeah, she gets to survive the whole thing. And another favorite show of mine, which is also in the slasher again genre, which is accurately titled Slasher, had the same thing in the second season, that they introduced an infuriating character who gets to survive. But unlike Scream, that character went actually through some changes and was the best one. Was not the best character, but she was at least better by the end of it. And then in the third season, they introduced another character, portrayed by the way by the same actress who played the annoying person from the second season. She also played a differently annoying person in the third season, who is arguably worse than the character she portrayed in the second season of Slasher. Anyway,